Boy, oh boy, when the Isekai hits a little too close to home. Salaryman Isekai is, without a single doubt in my mind, the most undervalued and underappreciated shows of the season in terms of this genre. It shouldn't be this good, but they make the economic turmoil and a businessman renegotiating the demon world freaking amazing. And if this pig is truly selling these crystal items that, ward off monsters and baddies alike, and they actually do work for half the price, I hate him. He screwed it over last week, he's screwing it over this week. There's questions on how this would be happening. Did he somehow get a supplier for half the price? Is he blackmailing and bribing people? There's a lot of things we don't know. My money is on the Temu version, where maybe he has some real ones that he's showing off, but in actuality, he's, gonna be given the sweatshops that are doing it for like a fraction of the cost for a fraction of the quality. Like, it's gonna be some bullshit for sure. But the unfortunate truth is this is how the real world works. Millionaires and billionaires who could easily take a cut, maybe buy one less yacht per year, don't, because they want the maximum amount of profits. And I'm not saying if you're a king and someone's offering you at face value the same item for half the price, does it make sense to buy it from the people you've already negotiated with? Probably not. But with how much gold this man has, I know damn well he could have at the very least kept his word, kept the order up, and then switched suppliers. But instead, no, it's all about the people at the top making the most amount of money. And I think because the king is currently doing it from a negotiating standpoint of I have to do the best deal, he's about to screw himself. And if not, he's just screwing a lot of small people. Like, they mass produced a shit ton. And at the end of the day, sometimes it's better to just have, pay more for better quality. Like, I get it when the little guy can't. And he's buying from the big global corporations because you're paycheck to paycheck, but this damn king could have afforded it, damn it. This show's good. It's frustrating in all the right ways, but yeah, people be sleeping on this greatness. This show is so damn engaging, and rather than fights to keep you engaged, it's fights of economics and debates, and I think they're doing a great job. Now, of course, if you want to support my work and see my full thoughts on the episode, we got the Patreon, we got those full live reactions available exclusively over there if you're so interested. So, there was a missed opportunity this week. Big missed opportunity. I am loving the dynamic of Amandra, because, she's, convinced they're engaged and almost married, and there's been continuous misunderstandings with, him cheating, or being unfaithful, or him moving faster than she was thinking. He went on a business trip this week, and they missed the damn mark. They could have had a joke with her pulling her hair out worried that her man was being unfaithful on the business trip. Alulu just saying something like, oh, I hear there's a lot of beauties over where he's going to, and her freaking out thinking of, oh god, what if he cheats on me or something? There was a missed opportunity there. Am I completely upset with the episode with their dynamic? No, because we do get the really fun. She kidnaps him, puts him in a sack, and he thinks he's about to get jumped because he failed negotiations, and in fact, she wanted a date night by the campfire only to get cucked as other girl joins in. And it's just a very fun dynamic. I love just how oblivious he is to what's happening there, because there's been such a lack of communication, and then there's other points where he gets on one knee and gives a gem to a girl and is oblivious to that probably has a similar equivalence in this world. Just such fun shit. But it really shows the PTSD in this episode when he's groveling. So, in the real world, our own world, yeah, he'd probably get fired for this. Or at the very least, a major demotion. And I get it, but it's shit. Because it's not like he could have predicted this, right? I guess the only way we could have secured it is by having at least half the payment up front. Usually, that's a live and learn moment. It's kind of like a contractor, right? If you do all the work for a customer and don't get paid beforehand, the customer could be like, I don't like it, and then they don't pay, and then it becomes a big legal battle. So maybe in hindsight, maybe in future negotiations, he'll do something like that. But I love how the Demon Lord just at one point in this show, he's gonna throw a goddamn shoe at him, I'm convinced, and be like, bro, pick your ass back up. Because in most of these shows, your MC would be a pathetic weasel. Because he's been abused in previous jobs, he doesn't think highly of himself. But this is a demon lord who since the beginning has been like, bro, shut the hell up. Yeah, you made a mistake, or maybe you didn't understand. Live and learn, boss. You're clearly talented. I don't expect perfection. And literally the same energy in this episode. What do we do when we fall down? You pick yourself back up and you figure out where you went wrong and you try to negotiate and do better in the future so it doesn't happen again. This boy thinks he's about to get summoned to an even worse world as a punishment, and his boss is just like, I don't expect perfect from you. Let's figure out what to do. Like, this best damn demon lord, no damn question in my mind. I am interested in how this little bastard managed, because you know this king isn't going to be an idiot, because the king already tested our boy on if the crystals work. So he would very much test from the pig. Maybe we're going to get a situation where, similar to, you know, those people who try to sell you scam TVs in parking lots, they plug it in and the screen lights up, but it's really a fake screen because it only has that one screen. Could be a situation like that. Could be he actually does have a handful of legitimate ones that they tested, and the rest are going to be counterfeit bullshit. Or they're going to be like, they kind of work, but they took so many shortcuts that they're going to break real quick. To be honest, this kingdom has a lot of money. They should not even be attempting to go the short route. Like, this is currently cutting edge technology. The fact that it clearly is going to work, like, do you really want to, you're going to dumb down your guards so your miners can do more work. Do you really want to, you know, take shortcuts with the cost? Like, this is what happens with millionaires and billionaires who get people killed at factories because they take shortcuts to save a few extra bucks. I get why he's doing it, because it's half the cost, but it just feels like, no. It could be a case of he stole it. It could be a case of he's blackmailing workers who are giving the minerals to make these things for half the cost, because I'll kill your... Like, I don't know. Right now I'm going to say he's buying the Temu equivalent of these crystals, which is just funny, because anyone who buys anything off of Temu does not get what they ordered. But it'll be interesting to see what they do. I thought this was one of the stronger episodes for sure. I really liked the negotiation. I liked just in general what they're doing, and I think how much characterization this man's already gone through over a few months, and the PTSD that still lingers from his previous jobs, but how this current boss is just like, bro, it's, you made a mistake, I don't expect perfection, is really, really nice. Highly underappreciated, undervalued isekai, and unfortunately this episode hits a little too close to home when you look at how businesses and governments currently operate in our own world, and how it's all about making the most amount of money and screw the little man. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course, ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Wendy, Michael Davis, Thomas Kozev, Adable Zero, Robert Franklin, Alan, and we also have Victoria Christian. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you'll have a good one.